Alright. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Walk With Me Gaming. We are playing the Stanley Parable, as you can clearly see on the screen here. And on this screen here. And on this screen here. I have already played this game today, and all of my footage was useless. I played for like 2 hours, and it was all terrible, and I sounded like a chipmunk for some reason. So we are starting over with me slightly annoyed, and also a little more tired. But we're gonna have fun with it anyway. So maybe this will actually make a better video because I'm just doing whatever at this point. So
this is the story of a man named Stanley.
that's the introduction.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
So basically, Stanley just sits here pushing buttons all day. But in terms of this game, what we have here is an example of a walking simulator that pushes the boundaries of being an art game because it expresses kind of what you're looking for, whatever you're looking for in a game, and how it doesn't have to be that. So the whole point of this game is to have this narrator talking, and he's telling a story, and you follow the story. And then, as you don't follow the story, other things start to happen.
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
So we're gonna see what happens here with Stanley, because our first playthrough here that I'm gonna show is gonna be following the directions of the narrator.
No one had showed up to give him instructions.
As he's saying, the office hasn't done anything, no one's here, doesn't know what's going on, so Stanley's going to go exploring, and we're going to follow what the narrator says, for the most part. You know what, no, we're going to follow this perfectly, exactly to the narrator's specifications. We're not going to do any other things, any other quote-unquote side quests or anything. We're just gonna do some Stanley time. So this is a game that is full of details. When we get to the conference room, you're gonna see all sorts of writing all over the walls, well, the boards and stuff, and it's all hilarious, and it's definitely worth a read, and this game is definitely worth a play. So if you do find this like at least a little bit interesting, the concept of games, you should definitely buy it and do your own playthroughs, because experiencing it is pretty special. So
no matter how hard Stanley looked,
no
he couldn't find a
coworkers.
trace of his co-workers.
No people at all. I don't think this game has any people in it. There's occasional, I don't know. So, yeah, but as I said, so we're going to follow his directions, and we're just going to go searching for people, but we're not going to find any. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong here. I apologize for the sniffling, but we're just going to see if we can find out what is going on. So, but the key to this game is that when you don't follow directions,
Stanley came to a set
you can
of
still
two
keep
open
playing.
doors. He entered the door on his left.
So this is kind of the first clear way, and even if you don't know what this game is like, and I am going to say, like, we're going to be playing through all this, so it will be, like, spoilers and stuff, so, alright, we'll go through the left. But, you know, that at that point, even if you haven't played it, you go, oh, the left. Maybe I'll go right. And you totally can. And the story kind of changes based on that. But, so this is an interesting way of messing with the concepts of storytelling and exploring a world through various expectations, I guess you could say. I'm just kind of rambling, so honestly my words might mean nothing, but this is just what we're doing with this. So.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yep, conference room.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Do not alter without
Stanley
consulting
decided
the
to go
whiteboard
up to his
manager.
boss's office.
I think that might be a
dream.
dream job. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect on it, of course. I don't know who moved this guy's desk, but Chris needs to get out of the broom closet, which is a thing we can do, but we're not going to do right now because we're going to follow directions. You most of all. Oh, that's very, very sweet of you. So, target demographic, teenagers, obviously. Yeah, so tons of jokes. So this has got similar vibe to like jazz punk of just being full of jokes, full of random humor all over the place, unexpected results of things, and that's one of the fun things about it. And another fun thing about it that is okay, so no, you broke things. But this game was actually made in a very similar way to Dear Esther, which we played before, except that this game is clearly a lot different from Dear Esther.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
But
walked
in the same way,
upstairs to
it
his
was a
boss's
game
office.
made in Source that was just a mod of like Half-Life 2, and it was just a story, and it was real simple, and then someone was like, hey, this is a great game, let's make a full version of it. So that's what they did. Can't use the executive bathroom. But I'm really glad they did, because not only did they expand upon the original concept, but really like smoothed out the process as well. So, all right, we're gonna go in here. It's our
Stepping
boss's
into his
office.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
If that's
an
if that's a
indication of
manager,
any human life.
you must be pretty
Shocked,
high up if
unraveled,
this is your
Stanley
direct
wondered
manager
in disbelief
with
who
an
orchestrated
office like this.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his
course.
boss had been keeping from him.
I should
And
have
so
known.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
So,
But of course,
Again.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
of course, where you're just like changing the expectations
By
of the game,
simply
where it's
pushing
like,
random
oh,
buttons
we
on
don't
the
have to
keypad,
search for a
Stanley
code.
happened to input
He
the
literally
correct
tells us in
code
the narration,
by
but
sheer
in a
luck.
way where it says like, oh, he could have
He
had
stepped
no
into the
idea. It's
newly
crazy.
opened passageway.
But hey, we're following the narrator's story, so he knows what's up. Because this is us trusting the narrator. But I mean, this game is just it's. I don't want to say it's all over the place, but you do get into some really weird randomness later on as you play through. So, but we're having fun with it right now just by playing by the
Stanley
rules.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt
Stanley
more free
is
to
a free
think for
man.
himself, to question the
But
nature of his job. Why did he
But
feel
that's the
this
funny
now?
thing. He talks about
When for
Stanley being a
years
free
it had
man. At
never
the same
occurred to
time,
him.
we are
This
completely
question
following
would not
his
go unanswered
directions
for long.
and expectations of this story. So it's not as free as you think. So,
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
okay, I am going to deviate just a little bit here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ooh, I don't want to violently die.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yep. Stanley's going to stick to the rules. We will explore that pathway a little bit later in a different video. So, but here we are. So here's
The
Stanley
lights rose on an
discovering
enormous room packed
something
with television
crazy.
screens.
Oh my
What
goodness.
horrible
Oh
secret
hey,
did this
catwalk. I
place
wonder if that
hold?
will
Stanley thought to
if we'll be
himself.
there later.
Did he have the
Spoiler
strength
alert,
to find
we
out?
will. But yeah, so this story, I mean, it's the original. It's funny because if someone wrote this as an actual story, like this could be someone's like short story that they write, like something in like a sci-fi
Now the
book,
monsters jump to life, their true nature revealed.
where you're
Each
being
bore the
spied
number
on and
of an
controlled.
employee in the building. Stanley's
And
co-workers.
it
The lives of
it's a
so
weird
many
feeling,
individuals
but
reduced to images on
but
a
you can
screen.
totally see it
And
working
Stanley,
in a
one of them,
short story
eternally
tale. But
rooted in this
as a
place
game,
where
yeah,
freedom
it's a
means
little
nothing.
dull. I mean, you're going through the steps and you're pressing the buttons, but you really don't do much. So, but like many walking simulators where you don't really do much except progress the plot, but. This one, it does work pretty well just by having the sheer scope of this
mind
world.
control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Oh, but it can be
Had
true.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
You
That his
know, I gotta
emotions
say
had
though,
been
if
manipulated to accept it
you have a
blindly?
boring job and you're happy with it and you're content with just doing button presses or putting in data or working in an accounting firm or something, if you're happy with that, then be happy with it. People aren't
No,
genuinely
he
controlling you,
refused to
so
believe
just
it.
just
He
embrace
couldn't
it. Like
accept it. His own
You
life
don't have
in
to do a
someone
job that
else's
other people
control?
say,
Never.
and it's like,
It
oh,
was
this is
unthinkable.
you want to have this
Wasn't
good
it?
job, you want to do
Was it
something
even
better,
possible?
but
Had
you know,
he
if you're
truly
happy doing
spent his
something that's
entire
real
life
basic and
utterly
you don't care, then
blind
go
to the
for it,
world?
because someone's got to do it. So
Here
you know,
was
don't
the
be
proof.
ashamed of
The
whatever
heart
job
of
you
the
have.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
Did I
or
not turn the
content.
lights on?
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold
Guess we're not
reality of
turning
his
on the
past
lights.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
No way.
For he would dismantle the controls once
Stanley's gonna
and
fix it
for
all.
all.
I gotta say, this would be great if you really did find a center that they just said mind control machine. It's currently offline. It's like, why would you label it like that? Isn't the whole point that you don't want people knowing exactly what you're doing? But anyway, so we are going for the legit ending of what the narrator says, and we are gonna fix this. You got anything else to say, narrator? Or am I just doing this? Alright. We're gonna save the world. We're gonna save my mind and save your souls. Turn the machine off. What happened? Something. Did we do it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
You've done it, Stanley. Well
Was it
done.
Yes. He had won.
You did it.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
You know, and he keeps
even as the
talking,
immense door
keeps saying
slowly
it's
opened,
free, you're
Stanley
free, you've
reflected
done it,
on how
you've made
many
it.
puzzles
And
still
at the
lay
same
in
time, we
store.
followed exactly the same
Where had
rules
this
and
code
expectations
gone?
that this narrator
How
set in
had he
front of
been
us.
freed from
So,
the machine's grasp?
you know,
What
it's a
other
nice
mysteries
little
did this strange
concept
fellow
of
know?
this
As
person is
sunlight
saying
streamed into
you
the
are in
chamber,
control,
he
you've got this,
realized
and at the same
none of
time
this
you're doing
mattered to
exactly
him,
what he says.
for it was
So
not knowledge or even power
you
that
gotta
he
question a
had
little
been
bit.
seeking.
And this game is
happiness.
all about questioning
Perhaps his goal
the
had
authority
not
and
been to
expectations that others set in
but to
front of you.
let go.
So,
No longer would anyone
thank you,
tell him
narrator, for leading us through this.
or how to feel.
But
Whatever
we
life
are going to get
is,
free
it will
and walk
be
into this
his.
world of
That
Minecraft
was
textures.
all he needed to know.
I
It
thought I
was
set the
perhaps
settings a little bit
the
better
only
than this,
thing
but man,
worth
this
knowing.
world looks a little rough.
Stanley
Not gonna lie.
stepped through the open door.
All right, Stanley, let's go be free. Huzzah!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
That actually looks really
The
nice.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
Let's go
before
hiking,
him.
Stanley.
This was exactly the
That's
way,
my plan for tomorrow. at
right
least.
now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Go, Stanley. You know, you followed the rules, but you still ended up happy. So, you did it, Stanley. You survived. You made it. But the end is never the end, is never the end. Oh, is this slightly different? This is a different office. Okay. Okay, so this is weird. I wasn't expecting this. Ooh, okay. I guess we're not doing that one. Oh, we're just gonna start off from here. Okay. Well, I was gonna do a different ending, but I
Stanley
guess
came to
we'll.
a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I guess we'll play through this way. So we'll do the bad ending. Might as well. I guess if we're already on it. So yeah, this game just keeps looping as long as you let it.
Yet there was
And
not a single
if you do the
person
same thing
there.
over again, it will
Feeling
usually
a
be
wave of
about the
disbelief,
same.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Still all the same stuff, but it will change a little bit, like where you start, kind of, but it'll keep the story basically the same. So I'll come back to you later, Broom Closet. I'll do that on the weirdo playthrough.
Coming to a
We already know where to go.
Stanley walked upstairs to
So
his
we're gonna
boss's
go up
office.
to the boss's office. I'm gonna do something a little funny. Well, let's see. Which one should I do? Should I do the? Okay, so we're gonna go in.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Let's see.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
8,
indication
2,
of any
4,
human life.
5.
What could it mean?
No,
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly
2,
tearing
8,
through papers
4,
on the
5.
boss's desk, pulling books. Stanley
got
was
it.
in such a rush to get through the story as quickly
Open it.
as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
So
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he
So
relaxed
this
for a
is
few
an
minutes
example
with
of
some
we
calming
just
New Age
we just
music.
upset the narrator a little. We decided to break the rules a little and just move forward with the story or do something different, and he didn't like it. So now he's gonna make us listen to New Age music. So
Feeling
that's
soothed
one of those
and
things that
rejuvenated,
might
Stanley
happen in this
calmly
game.
walked forward
So
into the opened passage.
this really is one of those games where, you know, they say anything could happen, and in some way they actually kind of make that joke for some of the previews of this game. If this is a game where everything about it is worth a watch and a play, because even the preview videos for the game are hilarious and well written, and the demo for this game is actually completely different from this, and we'll actually probably play the demo eventually as well, because it's more of a demo of concepts than it is a demo of gameplay, because it shows you a lot of
Stanley
things
walked
that
straight
do
ahead
kind
through
of
the large
happen,
door that read
but
Mind Control Facility.
it's completely different. So yeah, we'll do that eventually. So we're just gonna go all the way to the end again, and we're gonna see what happens
The lights
if
rose
I pick
on an
the other
enormous room
option.
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did
Oh,
this place
so
hold?
spooky.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Stanley, you can do it. So,
Now
so we
the
are
monitors
just
jumped
we're
away.
just going through
Their
the
true
process
nature
again,
revealed.
and
board
each time you
number
play through
of
this,
an
honestly, I
employee
feel like you
building.
get to see just a
Stanley's
little bit more
co-workers.
detail,
Lives
a
of
little
so
bit
many
more.
individuals reduced
Like
to
you never know what you're
images
gonna find in
and
here,
Stanley, one of
and that's
them,
kind of the whole
eternally
point of
monitored
walking
in this
simulator
place
games. For
where
example,
freedom
you look at these
nothing.
computers, or at least you think it's a computer, and then you realize it just looks like a block on top of a brick. Like it looks like the type of computer that you'd build out of Lego pieces if you didn't have the right Lego pieces. But that's okay. That's okay. We're not focused on that, and it's just a box. I don't know. It's for getting your blood pressure or something. Couldn't tell you. But just exploring this world. Oh, and I found this while I was playing. Oh wait, is it here? Somewhere. Maybe it was the last one. But when I was looking around here too, I found a little detail that I thought was interesting. That there are a bunch of cigarette butts right here on the edge, which first I'm like, okay, yeah, you smoke over the edge if you're working here, but also, like, is it not okay to flick your cigarettes into the abyss? Because that looks pretty far down. I don't think you have to worry too much about who's gonna pick them up later. That problem is gone. That is out of your control at that point. But anyway, we're moving forward. So,
This
close that up.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
That person
Had
was
Stanley
fried.
really been under someone's
And
control
where's the
all
pirate?
this time?
Pirate!
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
I don't know why that
His
says pirate.
emotions had been manipulated
I don't think
to
my
accept a
graphics are
blind
good
name.
enough to zoom in far enough to see why that says pirate, but I
No.
am very curious.
He refused to believe it.
Pirate.
He couldn't
Internet.
accept
Internet
it.
pirate?
His own
Yeah,
life
we'll go with
in
internet
someone
pirate.
else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
You
Had
are
he
in my
truly
control,
spent
Stanley.
his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Stanley, you are my puppet, and I control everything about
Here
you.
was the proof. The heart
Yep.
of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Buttons.
Happy or sad or content.
Or 3.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Heck no.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Right. Yes, we will stop it. Console decision. Boy, that door looks tempting. I wonder if I can run through it later. I guess we'll have to find out. So, alright. So we're gonna destroy this machine because it's not right to control people's minds.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation.
Nope.
Oh, Stanley.
Yep.
You didn't just activate the controls,
I
did
sure
you?
did.
After they kept you enslaved
Look
all
at me
these years,
go.
you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
Yep.
what you wanted?
Yep.
Control?
So, here we go. This is, I think, the most simple version of
but you need to understand,
trying to break the
there's
game,
only so
because
much that machine can
we,
do. You were supposed
in
to
the
let
end,
it
do
go.
we say yes or do
Turn
we
the
say no?
controls off
And
leave.
this time we said no.
If you want
I'm
throw
not going
my
to follow
story
your
off
rules.
track, you're going to have to do much better than
Which
that.
the
I'm afraid you
narrator
don't
disagrees
have nearly
with.
the power you think you do, for
Later
example.
on, we'll
And I
get
believe you'll
another
find
part
this
of the game that
pertinent.
gives you a good
Stanley
description
suddenly
of
realized
kind of
he had
the whole
just
point of this game,
initiated the
and that
network's
it's
emergency detonation
no matter
system.
what, no matter how
Only
free
then
you
this
think you are in this
machine
game, no matter how
activated
many
without
odd
proper
things you
DNA
think you're going to do with it,
identification, nuclear
it actually
detonators are
is just going to be the exact same
eliminating the
thing
entire complex.
every time.
How long
So,
until detonation then? Let's
2
say,
minutes.
2 minutes.
Put it on the
Oh,
board.
now this is making things a little more fun,
Uh-huh.
isn't it, Stanley?
Hey, we
It's
can
your
escape
time
through
to
that door.
shine. You are the star.
Or
it's
not.
your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
It's
goes
not
off.
working.
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely
I don't think
know
we're going
where to
anywhere.
start.
Press 3. Oh.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yes, I would love to.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Yes, please.
All right.
I didn't really want to
You're gonna
control
die
them.
anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
So he
Of
put
course,
this
that
all
was
into
merely
motion
in this instance
for
of
his
the
own
story.
satisfaction,
Sometimes when I tell
to
it,
make a fun
I simply
story.
let you sit there in your office forever,
And-
pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
And then that was it. And now he
Other
wants me to
times,
fail
I let the
because
office
I
sink
messed
into
with
the
his story.
ground, swallowing everyone
Which
inside,
is funny
or
because
I let it
as
burn
he's
to a
describing
crisp.
right now, he's actually kind of a
Say
jerk,
this, though,
and
this
he doesn't
version
always
of
care.
events has been
So
rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you
All
is
right.
quite rich.
It's real funny,
I just
dude.
hate
Why
to
don't you
see
let
it
me out
go.
now?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
Yeah, probably will
My
be.
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to
I
put
love
some
this.
extra time on the clock. Why not?
He just changes up the 2-minute timer and just like, oh screw it, we'll just keep on going. He's got more to talk about. He needs to taunt me more for like 2 more minutes.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing
Yep.
right now?
I give up.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it
Yeah.
off?
I mean, that's the funny thing. You
Running
run
from
around,
button
hit
to
buttons,
button,
try and think you're gonna
screen
fix
to
it,
screen,
and that's
clicking
it.
on every little thing in
This is our fate. So, spoiler alert, in a minute 20 seconds, it's game over and we lost. There's nothing we can do about it.
Anything. Something here will save me. Why
But
don't you think
again,
that, Stan?
playing against
That
the
this video
expectations
game
of a
can be
video
beat.
game where you hit the
One
button, the
soul.
timer starts to count down, and then you
Any
make
idea
a
what
dramatic
your purpose
escape.
in this place is?
But you're not here to win this. You're just here to start again. So,
You're in for quite
as
a
it's
disappointment.
as
But here's a
the
spoiler for
title
you.
card says,
That
the
timer
end
is
is never the
mechanical
end
to
is
keep
never
the
the end.
action
So it's just
moving
gonna loop
along.
over again.
It's just seconds ticking
Let's
away
play it
to
again.
death. You're only
But
still
not
playing
not
instead of
after
watching a
this.
cutscene
I'm
that I
actually
would've
I'll
watched you
I'll
for
I'll
every
stop this
moment of
video
your
after this,
powers.
and then we'll do a
The scene
few
you
other
made
random playthroughs
my challenge.
on another video.
It's a
But
tragedy.
you got to see the good ending and the
Control
bad
this
ending,
world
which I think is a good feel to start
I'm
this
going to
game
destroy it
on how
first,
random it is.
so
So.
you can't.
So for 30 seconds, I'm just going to tell you, please buy the
That's
Stanley
30
Parable.
seconds you
It's
have
on
left to
most
struggle. 30
consoles
seconds
and
until a big
computers,
room and then
and they are actually releasing an updated version soon on newer consoles. So if you want to wait for that, you can. But there will be some bonus features and some extra stuff, and totally
It's all
worth
the
it.
same to
So
me, all a part of the
check
job.
out the Stanley
And believe
Parable,
me, I will
and
be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we
I'll
fade
see you
in
guys
until the
next time
moment
on
I
Welcome to
say,
the Game.
happily ever after.
Happily ever, never. Goodbye. And that was it. So now you saw the good ending and the bad ending of the Stanley Parable. So I'll see you all next time.